Hi everyone, it's me, I'm back. How are you all doing today? I'm going to be doing a project making some of those envelopes that I showed you on the last video. So this is just tracing paper that I got at Poundland. It's very thin, very flimsy, so I don't know if I want to do it on the back actually. It's nicer paper, it's more not so shiny. Let's do it on the back. So I'm using Tim Holtz Collection, Stampers Anonymous, the ticket booth stamps, and I've got them all out ready, and some potting soil archival ink. So I'm going to just stamp up this piece of tracing paper. Do it in all different directions. That'll do for that one. And then let's do this one. It's the first time I've used these tickets. So you can do this yourself, and then you can make your own tissue paper in whatever style you want, which is, I think, is an excellent idea. Stamp it up yourself. You could use tissue as well, because this is actually like tissue, to be fair. It's very, very poor quality, but what do you expect for £1? You can get some bargains sometimes, but this is really poor quality. The one I got before was really nice. It was more like vellum, but they didn't have that. Don't worry too much about how it turns out. Just fill it up as best you can. And then I've got a couple of these. Yeah, so I hope you're all having a lovely day. I'm still at home with a bad back, which is really frustrating because I can't do anything. So once that's stamped, you don't have to put lots on, but just for the purposes of the video, I'm just gonna do a little bit of stamping, but you can fill it up with whatever you want. Next thing I'm going to do is get some music paper. This one I got from Lidl's in the charity bin. I paid £1 for it, and it's bazooka. It's a Greek music book. So, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to place the tissue over the music, so you can still see the music through the actual, not massively see it, but you can still see it. And now I'm going to stitch all the way around the edges, stitch it all down, and I'll come back to you folks, because I could try, but I'm not sure if I can get the camera the right angle. So I'm going to just stitch it and come back to you, okay? Won't be long. Right then, I've stitched all the way round, and I pulled the thread through and tied it off, so I stitched it on. I did get a bit of puckering, I don't know why. I did it flat all the way round, but it just happens, doesn't it, these things. So I'm going to trim down now to the edge of the tracing paper, get rid of the excess, like so. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm sure you can. My stitching is not the straightest, but it doesn't really matter. There's junk journaling in it after all said and done. So trim that down. And last bit here. Yeah, we got another glorious day in Bristol. I've not been able to get out and about or do anything since Friday, which you know about that anyway because of my bad back. So I've been locked away So now we're going to fold it up, and I've got to find out which is the top. I can't remember which was the top and which was the bottom. I'll turn it over and find out. That's the top. Not that it really matters. And then just fold it up to where you want it to be. Maybe a bit bigger. And these will fit in your junk journals anyway. Just fold it up where you want it to be, and then fold this down, leaving a little bit of a lip. And then if I fold that up straight, fold it up to that line. Okay, like so. I've got a bit of a crease there now, but never mind, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. And then fold this down to make your envelope flap as straight as you can get it. And I have got a couple of creases there, but I'm going to decorate this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to just trim this down. Like so. So it's all relatively straight. Right, so next thing to do is ink around the edges. I'm going to get rid of all these stamps in a minute. So make it look a bit more distressed and tatty. And you could, I suppose you could, if you weren't happy with the stamping, you could add some more stamps onto it, but I'm not really that bothered because I'm going to be decorating it anyway. And I have to stitch it as well, stitch it closed, or you could glue it. Perhaps we'll just glue it closed, otherwise I've got to turn it off again, the camera, so you can see. Well, you won't be able to see what I'm doing, but basically it's easy. You can use any stamps, any colours. The other thing you could do is, what I'll be doing later on in the week when my supplies come, is make some wallets with some vellum that you've printed on. So open that up, just do all the edges, distress all the edges, and make it look all grungy. You could sort of like go over it a little bit and make it more grungy if you want. And this is just a rush project, really. Make it more grungy. There. Because that is tissue is a bit white, isn't it? So I've got a blob there, I don't like that. Nothing I can do about it though. Can ink the inside. Distress it all the way around. And this is just a quick job just to show you. And then we can grunge this up as well. So that is the envelope made, like that. And then we need to decorate it. So I'm just going to glue down here, and I'll use some art glitter glue because that's quite strong, isn't it? If I can get the glue out. Just all the way down to the fold, wherever that is. What I did do on my other one is I actually stitched it shut, but you don't need to do that anyway. You can just glue it down. Glue that shut, like so, and like so. There we are. So if you're going to machine it, just go back and forwards on that. This is a bit wonky, but I'm not bothered about that at all. So I have some little embellishments that I've been making, and I'll show you. There's a bag full here. So these are just scrap embellishments, and basically if you just make a load up, they're ready for you, waiting for you to just add them to your projects. So I just go through and see which ones I want, and then I could just put that on there like that, you see. So I like that. I'm going to use that one, but there are lots of them here, ladies and gentlemen. These are so easy to make, and we can make some together if you want. As you can see, I've made loads, just on pieces of card, because they're going to be stuck down. So if I can show you these as we go. That one's quite nice as well. Most of them have got butterflies on, I think. Some of them haven't. That one's got a boot on, a shoe on it, look. See what I mean? It's like that. I've stitched on buttons on some of them as well. I think there's a button on that one. That one. I think the ones at the bottom have got buttons on. That one. That one is just a picture. Can you see? That one there, butterfly. This is the ones with buttons on. Just stitch some buttons on them. That one's got a button on it. That one. Yeah. That one there, got some buttons on. And those two. So you make them up ready, and then you've always got some clusters, they're called. So this one I'm going to stick on here because I like that on there. Bring it down a little bit, and then that's just an instant embellishment. So when you sat down watching telly or you're watching YouTube and you want something mindless to do, just sit with these and make them up. I just sit with a little basket. I'll show you in a minute. Come on. So I'm sticking this down with 3-in-1. Which is the equivalent to fabric tack. Just get around all the edges. Actually see if I've got any here. Like so. And then just place that on there. And then I need a bit of trim for here. See, they're simple to make, aren't they? I mean, these embellishments, these little clusters, are a godsend. When you want to decorate something up, they're absolute godsend, they really are. Right, it's tidy. Tidy, tidy, tidy. There's my pin for my art glitter glue. Don't want it drying up. So that is a cluster. And then I want to put some trim along here, so I didn't even think of that. I just got to find some trim now. Bear with me a minute. Let's find some trim. It's a bit bumpy, isn't it? That one's quite nice. I'll use that one. And this is a beautiful lace I got from, it's cotton. I got it from Crafty Alley in a kit, and I absolutely love it. And it's one of those I want to hoard, but I know I mustn't. So bear with me a minute. Right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I just heard someone in the garden. That's my neighbour. So let's add this trim. Just going to add the trim, just put some 3-in-1 along it, like so. And there you have it. There's some trim. Simple as that. So it's so easy, they're so easy to make. I'm going to put something there. I might put a little flower there or something. Let's find some flowers now. Something that's going to fit in with that. Where's my handmade flowers? What have I done with them? Got a whole bag full of them here somewhere. Okay, so this is my handmade flowers and embellishments. And this is another thing you can make up in advance. There's lots and lots of flowers and embellishments so that you've got something just to grab on hand. But I need a little one. Just a little one. You can put that one on there. This one was actually not made by me. This was made by, it was a gift. I'm not sure who made it though. But it's hand stitched as well. So you can put that on there. Or, because once you've had it for a while, or that one's quite nice, isn't it? A little bead. And then there is, let's have a look. Let's have a look. These ones were made by me. There's a little one there. Not really sure that it goes in because I need something with brown in it, don't I? Just because of the brown lace on here. So I need brown really. Right, let's have a look. These are mostly, no, that one's brown and cream. That one's quite nice. There, I'm going to use that. Or should I just put the heart on? I think I'll put the heart on actually. Yeah, there's no rules, is there? It says you can't put on what you want. So yeah, make up these embellishments. They're absolutely gorgeous. I sat and made these while I was watching telly because my back's bad. Well, as you know, but that's how I did them. And even with some of them, because they're flat like that, I still can add more embellishments to them. So I could put that on there like that and then add some beads or something like that to them. So I quite like that one. It's a bit plain though, isn't it? Or that one looks nice. And then I could just put maybe a row of pearls or something along there. But I'm going to stick with the original one, which was the heart. And I've got a feeling that this was made for me by, let me see. No, I can't guess. I really can't remember, which I feel bad about, but if you can't remember, you can't remember, can you? So let's put this heart on here. It's a beautiful heart made for me. If you made it for me, please say in the comments that it was you that made it, because I've had it such a long time. I can't remember. I cannot honestly remember. I've got lots and lots of flowers and I keep them all, lots of hearts and stuff like that. So let's put that on there like so, and put the lid on the Fabri-Tac like so. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you can decorate them up any way you want. So that one's, there we go, look, decorated up, and I love them. As you can see, I've made a few. I made this one, and then there's this one. This is another one that I stamped myself, and that one I stamped myself. As you can see, I put a lot more stamping on these, but just for the video I did less, but it still looks good. And then there's this one I stamped myself. That one, it's got bees on it. And these are actually made with some vellum that I put through the printer. It didn't like it very much, but it went through eventually. So that one there is a vellum one, and this one's a vellum one, which has not been decorated yet. This has just been made up, ready, and I'll probably distress the inside as well. So that is the beautiful envelopes inspired by Tina, who is Shabby Dabby Doodah here on YouTube. It's not my idea, it's just an inspiration from Tina, who probably got it from someone else. I don't know, it might have been her idea. But that's the one we made today. It's lovely, isn't it? There you have it. And these can just pop in your journal. You could put them over a page like that, or you could just pop them in, clip them in, and they're all ready to go. So I would highly recommend you giving it, well, if you want, but I mean, these are made up in batches now, so Another one of Tina's idea is the mass making. So that's what I've been doing. I've been mass making, and if I get a bit distracted and a bit bored, or you know, I just think, oh, I don't want to do this at the moment, I'll just go off and then maybe do some clusters, which I was making last night. Sat watching YouTube making clusters. You can put anything you want on them. All I do is I just got a little basket here which has got some gum in it for a start. It's got tickets, labels, sayings. There's even a heart in there from one of my ladies from my challenge all that time ago. I've still got all my hearts, and to be honest with you, I'm going to start using up my hearts now because I've had them for such a long time. I'm going to put them on the journal fronts when I make a journal, because I've kept that one aside because I love that one. I didn't write down who sent me that, but if I use them, what I'm going to do is go back over the videos and find out whose heart is who, which take a while, but it's worth it. Yeah, so I should have wrote on them really, but in hindsight, it's a great thing, isn't it? So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, give them a try. They're good fun. They're easy to make. You don't even have to use this. If you've haven't got sheet music, you could use anything. You could use a piece of paper that has been printed, or you could use scrapbook paper if you wanted. I just think it's a brilliant idea, and I love it. So anyway, folks, I'll be back soon. Perhaps we'll make some clusters. I like making them. So yeah, so that is my envelope that we made together today. There we go, and there's the back. Okay, and these clusters are a godsend because you just stick them down. So you can see I did some hand stitching on this one as well. And that heart there, I've had it for a long time, and I'm glad I've used it now because it makes me feel happy, because it's quite flat as well. It'll go in the journal nice. So that's lovely. So anyway, folks, I'll see you soon. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and bye for now. Bye bye bye.